we are live. Hello, Live Wires. Heather Boyd Wire here, live every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time here in Montreal. And as always, I am going to get started, flip my screen, and get working on this week's projects. You guys know I start with an idea and I troubleshoot things in wire, things that I haven't necessarily made before. So that's the fun part. I'm working on the fly. Some things work, some things don't work. And this week we're continuing with our Halloween series up until Halloween. Hi Amber, how you doing? I'm gonna switch the screen so I can see you guys and we will get started. So let's do this. Flip the screen. I'm gonna come around and pull you up on my computer so I can see your comments. I just got off not too long ago from the Live Wires for the Win channel. If you guys don't already know, we have a series called Live Wires for the Win where we have 10 contestants that are competing each week with wire art challenges, and we aired episode 1. It was super fun, and so that's what's happening over there, and now I'm back on our channel. So hi Sam. Hi Karen, and if you guys don't already know, Tree Sap Girl is Amber. She's the moderator of my channel and the amazing creator of all the timestamps each week. Always so happy to have you here. Skip the ad, and here we are. So here are our templates. Sadly, it's a bit of a gray day in Montreal, so the lighting isn't the best, but what can we do? So also, you guys, I just want to let you know I put together all the Halloween templates in a book. So these are available on my in my Etsy DIY shop. So all the templates, links to all the projects for Halloween, these are available. And if you use the coupon code SAVE25, you can save 25% on all the templates and tutorials in the Etsy DIY shop. So that's linked up in the description of all my videos. And without further ado, let's get started. There we go. So hi Rainbow Obsidian. Now I don't have the usernames here. I have to find my usernames. They're at the side. You have to remind me of your name. But there we go. So here are our templates. And Amber wanted me to do this one, I think. Amber, was it that one? I think so. So let's get going on that one. Thank you. Thank you for that. I've tried to put together all the templates so they're easy for you guys to use, and I'm glad if they're helpful. So I think we're going to do this guy, and I'm going to need a frame. So I got some thicker wire for that. It's a little on the soft side, but it should be okay. So I might even build the frame after or before. I'm going to have to build it before, because if we're doing a tree, we're going to have to build the frame before. So, but I don't want it too big. I don't want it too small. So I'm thinking 22 gauge for the tree might be good. And I could do it all silhouette-y too. Like I could do it all black with the that tree, or I could do it in color. So Amber, I'm gonna get you to help me with this because you're the one that liked this one. Hi Lisa, nice to hear from you. So here we go. So we have this one, and Lisa, yeah, I had sent you a couple of emails, Lisa. I don't think you received them. So if not, you can check your spam folder. That was a few weeks ago. So we have black or brown for the tree. So Amber, you let me know what direction you want to go with that, and maybe we should even do a black frame, although it might not contrast enough if we did the black frame. So I just need some feedback. You can let me know what you want to do. I'm going to grab my beads in the meantime and see what we can do for that, because it'd be nice to have a little bead for the moon. So I have my beads here. I will put them here. And Miliku, oh, I wish I could pronounce that properly. Milwick, sorry about that. Nice to see you. I suppose brown for the tree since the black for the bats. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. So, and then the frame, should we just go with this? I mean, you guys can do any kind of combination of wires that you want as well, right? So let's just cut a piece of this one. And what I'm going to do for that is get a ruler. So we have our ruler, and I've got some other tools here. And yeah, perfect. And the ruler. We're just getting organized here. This isn't the best ruler in the house, but I've got that ruler, and I have these to straighten the wire a little bit. These are the nylon coated ones. And Chitana, there we go. So let us straighten the wire and make sure that I'm staying in the screen. So we've got this one. So I will cut a piece of wire. I don't think it has to be that big. Let's cut it about 12 inches. I think it definitely won't have to be bigger than that. So we have clipped that one, and we have, I can't pronounce that name, KY, and characters that I don't know. So I'm so sorry, you guys, if I can't pronounce your names or aren't familiar with the names, but I'm welcome to everybody. If ever you guys have any specific questions for me that I miss on the live stream, you can always email me at info@heatherboydwire.com, and I will try to catch your comments as I'm working at the same time. So if we start with this for the frame, we can start the frame and then we're going to finish it after, I think. So if we just take this and we're going to bend it up at an angle. I might even not bend the other side yet. I might just stay like that and form the tree, and then we're going to go from there. So let's go ahead with the brown. And like I said, if you guys want to do this with other colors, you can. And we are going to do that. I also had somebody that liked this design, which is more like a flat type wire. So this one I might make off screen. I'm going to think about that one. I have to think of which ones I want to make on live and which ones I want to tape. So let's cut some of this wire. And is this 18? Okay, so this is 16 gauge. Thanks, Amber. Yeah, I'm going to use the thicker 16 gauge for the frame. You could use 18 gauge, but I think 16 is good. And then let's cut a bunch of pieces of wire. My ruler's backwards. There we go. So if we cut a bunch of pieces, I'm thinking 6 is probably enough. Let's do 8 to be sure, because they're going to be folded in half, right? So let's just do 10 when in doubt. I'm going to cut a bunch of pieces of wire 10 inches. I think they're going to be too long, but I'd rather cut them too long than too short. So let's cut, I would say 4 or 5 pieces of wire. I have different ways of making trees. Maybe I'll do this one simpler. I have a more like a woven tree design that I do sometimes. I think I have a tutorial for that in my Etsy DIY shop, because I have a few private tutorials in there as well. But I think I'm going to go with this simple twisted tree that most people do. So here we have 5 strands of wire. I'm going to bring this over. Hi, Cremona. Hello from Bucharest. Oh, that's so cool. I had a friend whose mom lived there many moons ago. That was a long time ago. I even forget that guy's name. I met him at a craft show in Ottawa. So there, let's just go ahead and wind these around. So we're going to just get these secured in place for the roots of the tree. And maybe this one even you want to stick it on the corner so it won't move. That's what I'm wondering about. Maybe I'll just like get this one stuck on the corner so it's not going to wiggle around and move out of place. So let me sharpen up the corner a little bit, because sometimes if the corner is sharp, then it won't go around the corner. And maybe let's give it an extra turn as well so it won't like come around the corner type of thing. If we bring that up here and up there, that should be all right. There we go. So now let's get some more wires in here. Oh, I got to stay on screen too. Okay, so there we go. And hi, Pudgy. Pudgy Rabbits. How cute is that username? Oh my goodness. Rabbits are my favorite. I love rabbits. I used to have a bunny growing up. Her name was Bum Bum. And she had, we found an abandoned bunny in the park after Easter one year. And his name was Ralph. And my parents said we could keep Ralph, but we can't put them in the same room together because Bum Bum was a girl. And of course, my parents went out and we put the two of them together immediately. And a couple months later, they had babies. So we had 7 bunnies instead of 2 bunnies. And that was fun. And then later I had another bunny called Ernie. So now, if we want to do the tree. I don't usually do them this way, so this is like tricky for me. So I'm gonna just take these and kind of bend them out a little bit, so we have the roots sticking out a little bit. I don't want them to be too, yeah, we're gonna go like that. And then we're gonna twist them around. Like I said, this isn't the way I usually make trees, but I think most people make them this way, where they just twist them together type of thing. That's sort of like the general way that people make trees. They just wind them around. So we're just gonna bring that one around here and up here. Yeah, this is really not the way I usually make it, but let's just try to do it this way. We can always maybe wind a wire back if it's not windy enough. So we've got that one around here, and we're going to bring this one out here. And then let's start by fixing this over to the side a little bit. I think we're going to do that. We're going to bring this over to fix it at the side to make sure it kind of stays over there. And we can bring this one right over here. I mean, there's so many different ways to make trees. You guys can really like go nuts with this and do it in whatever way you want. But the idea with the tree is then you're going to take a couple of the other strands and twist them together as well. So we're going to do it that way. Your tree is awesome. Thank you. Perfect. So we're going to bring this one around. I have 2 rabbits. They're so fat. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. So we're going to do that. Bring that one over here. And I have a friend on Facebook. I have a comic Facebook account that that I don't use as much anymore. I mostly do comics on Instagram, but I met this person on Facebook and they were doing like memes of animals and stuff. So I said, well, you should open your own page doing animal memes. And so they started a page called Low Effort Pet Memes. And so if you guys like memes and you like animals, they do some really cool memes of they'll custom do a meme of your pet too, which is super fun. So they did one of my bunny Pepper at one point. So that was super fun. You meet all kinds of really fun people on online. So let's leave this one out, and then we can maybe, you could even do one where you twist 3, I guess. I don't know how that works if you twist 3 together, maybe. I don't know, I usually just twist 2, but I think you can twist 3 and then twist the 2 after that around here. Your comics are so cute, thank you. I have a lot of fun with them. I actually wrote a comic book last year and I'm thinking to put out another one, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time. So there we go. So here is the tree so far. It's pretty good, like for just doing it super fast. It could have been maybe a little bit taller because we're gonna have the bats hanging down. But for now, I think I'm gonna keep it like that. You can wind more wire back down onto it if you want, or maybe I'll add a vine or something spooky to that. So now along the bottom, we've got like a cross and another tombstone and then some stones at the bottom. So we could even, maybe little beads would be nice for the stones, but trouble is I didn't come prepared. I don't have beads. So let me go get beads. You guys can grab a cup of coffee or go to the washroom. I'll just get my beads. Okay, I just went to my studio and got some beads from my tickle trunk. If you guys don't already know, I call my trunk of beads in the back, they were my friend Allison's beads, and I call that my tickle trunk because it's got all the creative stuff that I need. And if you guys don't know what I'm referring to, there was a show in Canada in the 70s and 80s called Mr. Dress Up. And he used to have a tickle trunk with all his craft supplies. Here's some more beads. And there's currently a documentary on Amazon Prime about Mr. Dress Up. And so you guys should watch it because It's an amazing documentary. So here's a bunch of beads. I think we can use those for the stones. Let me put those at the side. And yeah, so let's attach those. I learned without using tools and made it easier for me somehow. Yes. Yeah, no, for sure. Making stuff without tools is great because you can get really creative with it as well. So I'm going to actually use some black wire to attach the stones. Maybe we'll cut a piece that's about, we don't need that much, maybe 8 inches long. And paper clips are great for making stuff too. I have all kinds of paper clip tutorials on my channel for sure. So actually these are cool stones. There's some that are black and some that are more like a, I don't know what you call that, like an iridescent color or something. And some are more like larger seed beads. So maybe it would be good to have a variety of different colors and stuff. So, but maybe we should do the cross first and then do stones around it. We can do that. But should the tombstones be black, Amber, or should they be black, or should they be silver or another color? So let me just see what I have for my other wires here. I have, let's see, this one. No, that's rose gold. I think probably this is artistic wire. This is like a really old roll of artistic wire that I got somewhere. I don't know where I got that. Somebody gave it to me. So I can use that. 20 gauge rocks. Yes, for sure. So let me just straighten out a piece of this silver wire. And I'm not 100% sure what color I'm going to do the tombstones, but maybe silver or maybe black would be better. Like silver's not going to show up too much. So maybe the black would be actually better. And I have some 20 gauge black, I think, in here somewhere. These are all my 20 gauge. So let's see. I do have black. So there we go. And I have dark brown too. So let's use some black here. Black. Okay, perfect. Artistic wire can be very malleable. But yes, definitely artistic wire, and most 20 gauge wires are more soft than paper clips. Paper clips are made of steel wire. So for sure they're very hard. Okay, and now I can't find my end. There we go. So we've got the end of that. So why don't we cut a piece that's about, I don't know, 12 inches long of the 20 gauge black. And we're gonna do the tombstones first, and then we will add the stones. I think that's gonna be better. So let's go ahead and take this one, and it doesn't have to be very big. Let me remove this. Black is your vote too. Awesome. So let's just go ahead and bend this, and it really doesn't have to be very big. So we're gonna bend that way. These are the tweezer nose pliers from Xuron. So I'm gonna bring that one in here. Trying to keep it as small as possible. And then that one. And then this one. This away. I'm gonna bring that one out. Let me know if you guys are working on any Halloween designs. My pliers slipped. It's hard sometimes to get into the little tiny areas. And then we're gonna go down here. And then down. Okay, so that should be good. So it's super small, but let's try to bring those in a little bit more. I wanna make this as small as possible. And then this one too. Okay. Here. Yeah, it's really dark out today. I don't know whether I should put a light on or not because it might make shadows. So there's the cross here. And what we can do is, I would wind it around, I think, first. About here. Wind it around. And bring it over to the other one. So we're going to wind that around here. I could probably get these out of the way. Sometimes it's distracting to have things in the vision, in the view of what we're doing. So let's go ahead and just looking at the, yeah, and then this one could be kind of, looks like it's tilted on the side. Well, I could do it any way I like. We're just going to bring it that way. So we're going to bring that over, and then we're going to wind this one around too here. And this is going to get covered with stone beads anyways. So let's just go ahead and bring that one up, and we can even just bring it around one more time. There we go. We're just going to bring it around one more time, and then we can clip that one at the back here. Hi, Peggy. There we go. Now we are going to clip that one here and bring that one around. So we've got that, and make sure the distance is okay. Okay, maybe bring this in a little bit more, Okay, and we want to form the other one, which is this one here, and put it on a bit of an angle. Let me bring them over a little more. There we go. Bring it over a little bit more. And this one, I'll make the cross slightly differently. And we're going to first bend that one on an angle. And then we're going to bend this straight up here. And then to make the cross, rather than do it like that one, it should have maybe been a little bit taller. Yeah, I'm going to make it a little taller. Let me just straighten those ones out a little bit. So we're going to bring that up a little more, and then up here. And I'm going to, that didn't really make it much taller. That's okay. I'll make the cross higher. So we're going to bend this one just straight to the back. Okay, back. We're just bending it back on itself here. And then we're going to bend that one straight out like that here. Okay, now that's straight out, and then we want to bend it on itself. So I'm going to just push this and just wind it around this way so I can access it better. And I'm going to take this, bend this to the front here. Okay, so you see it's making a cross, and then to the back. So we're going to take this one and bend it to the back. Okay, and bring this one straight down. Perfect. Good. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. We're going to bring that one out. There. And then we're going to bring this one down. Okay, so that is that one. Looks pretty good. And I could bring them closer together. I think they're okay like that. So this one's just on a bit of an angle. And we're going to wind that one around a couple of times. Like that. That looks good. And then let's clip that end. Perfect. Hi, Bernice. How are you? Nice to see you. If you guys don't already know, Bernice is Itsy Bitsy Imaginarium, and she was the winner of Live Wires for the Win Season 2. And like I said, we've just premiered the first episode of Live Wires for the Win on their Live Wires for the Win channel. You can check it out there. And if anybody wants to participate in 2024, just subscribe to that channel and you'll get notified when the call for entry goes out for 2024, because next year will be the 4th season. So I'm going to just push these wires back a little bit and then bend this one straight up and give it a good little pinch. So that way your seam fits right in the frame, looking good. And what we can do now is, why don't we go ahead and secure the tree, and then we'll put, we want to add, no, let's not do that yet. Let's add the beads first. So I'm going to go ahead. So now I don't even need 22 gauge. I could use a thinner gauge wire to add the stones, but I've already cut this 22. So why don't we use that? But you could use 24, or you can use, oh, is Kat back? Did I miss Kat? Hang on, sorry. I just saw everybody saying hi to Kat. Kat, nice to see you. Oh my goodness, it's been a hot minute. Every time I go in my studio, I see this beautiful collage that Kat made me, and it's just so lovely and inspiring, and I see it every day, Kat. So I do think about you every day because of that beautiful artwork. I have a lot of your beautiful artworks in my studio. Right now I'm looking at Amber's beautiful woven piece that she made me. I have a beautiful painting from Clarice and a beaded sunflower. You guys are so talented. I have some of Mustafa's work. Yeah, I just love art. I love art in all its forms. So now let's go ahead and add these stones on here. I mean, maybe 22 is a little big, but I think we're just going to go with it. So this one, we're just going to start adding the beads. I actually don't want them too big because I realized that the gravestones aren't that big. So I'm just using tiny seed beads here. I'll just try to attach them. We're going to go through here and around here. Oh, I think one at a time is better. I was going to put two, but I think one at a time is much better. So we've got that. Oh, I have some of Tim's work too, because Tim was the winner of Live Wires for the Win Season 1. And he sent me a beautiful original piece that he'd made. That was like typical of it was like the piece he'd made for the finale, which was really cool. So now we're going to go around here, bring these ones around. Yeah, I just love that series. We're having so much fun with it. Every year it gets bigger and bigger. And we have a surprise guest judge for the last episode. So that's going to be super cool. We got this. And Amber was a guest judge Season 1, which was fun. So yeah, having lots of fun. So I'm just going to keep adding some beads to this. Maybe I should just do the one at a time. And I mean, the thing with adding beads is there's no kind of right or wrong way to do it. I'm just going to wind them around, and hopefully they're not like too perfect. Like sometimes it's nice to have them kind of on their side too. Like even if they go below the frame a little bit, it's kind of cool. So let's just keep going with that. We can do some that are like kind of below the frame a little bit. I'm just playing around with this. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Hey, Mirta. So Mirta was over watching the Live Wires for the Win episode 1. What did you think, Mirta, of all the beautiful creations? It's pretty amazing, eh? Yeah. Mirta really resonated with one of the things I said as a feedback on the work is less is more. Do you guys know that expression? Less is more, because some people try to put so much details and so many different types of things into a piece of artwork, but sometimes it's the simplest things that are the most beautiful. The winner of this week was Amy, and she made a beautiful umbrella, very simple umbrella, but very symbolic, in a frame. It was really lovely with some chaos wrap and everything. You guys can see all the work over on the other channel. And the viewer's choice was Cynthia, and she had made this lovely, very basic basket, to symbolize, gift giving, and really, really lovely. So yeah, be sure to check that stuff out. I'll put a link in the description if there's not already one there. So there we go. And yeah, next year, if you guys want to participate, go for it. Yeah, Peggy was in Peggy, you were in season 1 or 2? Oh my gosh, I've lost track of my years. I think season 1. Or was it season 2? Oh my goodness, I'm having a senior moment. So here are all these stones. I could have probably used smaller stones, but I think we're gonna go with that. We can even put a couple in front of the tree if you want. Otherwise, you can leave it. Maybe we'll do one more under there. One, that's what I thought, season 1. Yes, we episode the episodes of Live Wires for the Win is every Wednesday at noon Eastern time. So we aired the first one today, and the second one will be next week at noon Eastern time. So look out for that. And the replay is up, so you can definitely watch the replay. There we go. And if you subscribe to the channel, you guys will get notifications and all that sort of jazz. So there we go. So we have some stones. I mean, you could even maybe fill in this one a little more. We could do that after if we have time. So let's just go ahead and attach the tree. So we will be dangling we're going to be dangling the bats as well. So maybe we should do like a little loop-de-loop to attach, to hang the bats. That might be better. So if we do like here, make a little loop in here. Doesn't have to be a big loop, but just so we have something to hang the bat on. And then maybe another one, say here, over here. We'll do another little loop here to hang the other bat. Around here. Good. This one, hi Connie, will be probably my favorite of the Halloween. Yay! Yeah, this one's definitely more elaborate than the other ones. And this one is interesting because you could really do a lot with this one. You know, you can make any kind of little Halloween scene that you want. So we're going to try it like this and see how it goes. So we've got these 2 loops in here. Actually, maybe this one should go down a little more. I'm just trying to follow my sketch the best that I can. So we've got, this one is up a little more, this one's down a little more, but I think I'm going to roll it. Sometimes if it's not in the right position, you can just roll the wire to move it over. So there's always solutions if you change your mind about stuff, and it actually makes the tree look even a little bit more kind of not perfect type of thing. So we're just going to do that and bring that one up here. So this is, well, we don't want it too low either. So let's make sure that this is a good size for the frame. Maybe I rolled it over too much. That's all right. We're going to just do that. Okay, now, so how high do we want to make the frame? At what point do we want to bend it up? That's the thing. Let's get the ruler and yeah, the pictures of the work on Google Forms is really very impressive work. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so now we are going to measure this, and just above where the tree is, I don't know, an 1.5 inches, 1 3/4 maybe 1 3/4. So we're going to take it here 1 3/4, and then we're going to bend it on an angle. Okay, we'll make sure these branches are on top. Okay, and then flip it, and again measure inch to there, 1 3/4 there, and bend it. Okay, so now we have the frame here. Yeah, with your friends, yay, you are in the right place. So now I feel like one of them is longer than the other. Did I not measure it right? 1 3/4, and then this one, 1 3/4. I think it's funny, unless it's an optical illusion, I think one of them is a little higher than the other. Even when you measure, sometimes that can happen, or sometimes it's just looks off and it's not. So this is what we have so far here, and we're going to bend it up. So maybe around here, we should probably also measure that here, and measure. So about an inch, and then this one, okay, measure about an inch here, got it. And we will bend this around. Oh, actually we can't bend it up, we're gonna bend it around. Although, why don't we try that? Because it's so thick, this wire. Rather than bend it around, what happens if we just bend it straight up? This is why I like these live streams, is because sometimes I do things slightly differently. And Sharon, there's Sharon. So Sharon is a contestant on Live Wires for the Win Season 3 and was also on Season 1 and Season 2. So Sharon is hoping that 3 times is a charm. You did really well this week, Sharon. So I don't know if you got your email and if you watched the show and got the results, but Sharon will be going on to week 2, episode 2 of Live Wires for the Win Season 3. So that's exciting. And I sent out the themes and you guys can get started right away, because last week I sent the themes out on Thursday, but I want to get them out earlier so people have time to really work on them. So this is what we've got here. I'm going to leave that like this for now and deal with that bail after. This one's going to come around to the front here, and I'm going to start attaching these wires here. So let's just start attaching these wires. A sigh of relief. Nice. I hope you had a chance to watch the show. I didn't see you in the chat, so I know it's early for you. So let's just bring this one up a little bit, and I think what I'm going to do is wind this one up here. And yeah, it's actually ironic because Sharon made a tree on her submission this week for Live Wires for the Win, and this is the one that I'm doing this week from the sketch. So we are in a tree state of mind. Trees are so fun. There's so many people that make trees now. Like, they're really just a really fun thing to make out of wires. So now what we want to do also is get the moon in there. So I'm going to just bring this one around here. I'm wanting to add a few more branches, but maybe what I could do is I could bring this back and then I could twist it onto there. If you need to get more branches, you could twist it back on itself like that and then twist it around to make more branches. So it's a good thing I cut these the length that I did. What was it, 12 inches, Amber? And otherwise they might be a little bit short. So I'm just going to wind this back on itself. I mean, you can always add wire. That's the beautiful thing about when you make these wire trees. You can always add back wires on the branches and stuff. So that's never a problem. So I'm just going to bring this wire back. Kind of get in. Oh, there's some sunshine. There we go. So see, it just gives it more detail when you wind it back on there. And then down here, I think the moon, where do I want to put the moon? I might run out of wire if I do it with this one. Maybe I'll do the moon higher in the sky. And this wire is longer. So let's find a moon bead. If I can find one. Stacy, there's Stacy. So Stacy is also in Live Wires for the Win. Did very well this week, and so you guys can check out her work and everybody's work. Yeah, everybody's got different ideas for their for trees. It's such a lovely thing. Yeah, I hope you're having fun, Stacy, in Live Wires for the Win. It's such a fun show. I'm really happy with everybody's enthusiasm. So what color bead should we do for the moon? If I had a semi-precious bead, that would be nice. I have, you know what? Let me look at my semi-precious beads for the moon, because I have a whole tray of them, if I can see them. And not that one. This one? Yeah. I was going to say I could show you guys the work in Live Wires for the Win, but I'm filming on my iPad. I bet I could do it on my phone though. There we go. White. Okay, so let's see. All the entries are so, yeah, such amazing entries, eh? It's really, oh, it's so exciting. So I do have, I have this rose gold ones. I think those are the only round semi-precious beads that I have handy. Let me just cut one and see if it's gonna be good. And I don't know what size, so let's cut a couple of those. This was my parents moved to a smaller apartment, and those were beads that she had in her stuff. So I think it was a necklace. So here's a couple of stones that almost look white. Ooh, thank you for all the hearts. That's fun to see. That's recent, I think, that people can do that on YouTube. Moonkutsu, yeah, red, yellow, white. So many different ones. Maybe I'll use this. It's like it's rose gold, but it looks white. I think let's go with this because it is a semi-precious stone. And what we can do is put it, I'm gonna just bring it here, on here. Hopefully my wire is long enough. Now, if we want to bend it kind of down on an angle, so it's sitting below the branch here, and then we want to wind this around. So if we wind this around to the front, ooh, it's going to be tight, and we're going to bring it around to the back. So I could just pull this out to bring it around to the back here. Okay, and there, push that in. So then it's surrounded with the wire, which is kind of cool. So we have that here. So this is like the same thing as what we have there. Looks great with that size. Awesome, perfect. Yay. Rose quartz is fun. Yeah, rose quartz. I don't know if I probably already told you guys this story, but when I met Mark, we met selling jewelry on the streets of Montreal, in Old Montreal, in 1989, and he had been divorced, and he was single at the time, and he had a rose quartz stone that he kept in his pocket, and he had made a wish on his rose quartz stone. First of all, he'd written a whole criteria of like what he was looking for in a female partner, and he had made a wish on his rose quartz stone in the full moon a couple days before I met him, that he wanted to meet someone, I guess, like me, and then we met. So that was kind of cool. And I'm not super into crystals or anything, but I thought that was a fun story. And he definitely had put his energy into it and a lot of thought and the power of positive thinking. So that's a cool story. So here's the tree there. And then we're going to keep going with our branches. We're going to bring this one up. Okay. And yeah, and it's kind of ironic actually, because Mark's a very skeptical person. So he was very, very determined with that for sure. So now we are going to, yeah. And as some of you know, that when we met, he was making wire bicycles, and I was making other jewelry, like not wire stuff. And yeah, so that's how I got started making wire. And now I'm slightly out of control and can't stop. So there we go. And it paid our mortgage, so that's a good thing. So let's just bring this one in here and around. So I'm just kind of winging it here, doing these branches and stuff. Come visit. Come to Montreal. Oh, you could come to Montreal. Montreal's amazing. I would advise coming in the summer though. It's much more beautiful and not so cold. A good out of control, exactly. So here's where we're going with the tree, and I have so many branches here now, and we're just going to bring this one up, and we're going to bring this one over here. Oh, I had another little bat way up here, but I don't know if he's going to get lost if I do one up there. What I should have done is a loop in up there for the other bat, but we're going to see what we can do. So maybe, I wonder if I could bring this one up, because I want to be able to attach these together to make some kind of bail thing. I'm not a wire weaver, but I wonder if I could do a wire weaving thing up here to attach these together, but maybe not with this wire. Maybe I would use more of a gold wire. We can try that. Okay, so let me just finish this because I always like to challenge myself. Let's just finish this. And yeah, I am not a wire weaver whatsoever, but we can try it. So let's grab some wire, and I have 28 gauge or 26. Let's try 26. 28 is very thin. So why don't we cut a piece and measure. 8's way too much, but let's cut 8 inches of wire because I think when you weave, you use a lot of wire. And thank you. So yeah, this is coming along, eh? So let's try to do our weaving. Make sure that's even. And we're gonna get this one in here. I guess we could maybe do it near the top and then slide it down. Okay, let's do this. And bring this one up here. Move those branches a little bit. And for weaving, I'm just gonna leave about 1 inch. Make sure I'm staying on line. So that we're gonna wind that around, like a full turn around and then through, and then a full turn around here. This is not gonna be nearly as neat as some of your weaving, but we're gonna do our best. So we're gonna bring that one in here, and we're gonna bring that one around here. I'm not sure this is a good idea or not, but we're gonna figure it out. So we're gonna bring this one down here. And then you just have to really bring it in between and give it a, go around, and then give it a good little tug. Okay, and then down and around and a good little tug in between, and down and around and a good little tug. Did I go around a full time? I think so. Down and around, tug. I might have missed some. And around. Yeah, better to do it with the thinner wire because the thicker wire is not going to work. So if we do this, and then I think maybe one more on this side. Around. And I could always, if I don't like it, I can cut it back. So we've got that. So these are like kind of spread apart. So let's just pinch them together a little bit because we want them tight. We're gonna bring those in and try not to scratch them. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a wire weaver, so I hope you guys aren't cringing too much. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna bring this one like straight down, okay? Straight down here, and then it holds them in place. So it's not awful. It's not perfect, but that's okay. Ah, salut, Mesa, hello. Nice, so now we're gonna bring this one down and down and down. Okay, so we're just gonna tighten that up as much as we can so that, yeah, it makes sort of like 2 little coils beside each other, which is interesting, but now they're kind of flipping all over the place. So I don't know if that was a good idea or not. We're gonna see. So now we wanna do a loop where this bat can hang up here. I'm gonna bring this one up. I could have done a loop in the frame, but because the wire is very thick, it maybe wouldn't have worked so well. So let's do a little loop. And Shubangi, sorry if I butchered your name. Love your work, big fan. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I wish I could have a button on my computer that would say how to pronounce names. I know you can go on Google and type in any name, and they'll tell you how to pronounce it. So I've definitely used that on occasion. And we're going to bring this one in here. I'm actually going to loop this one around here. And there. So there's a little loop there that we might be able to put a bat on. There we go. And we're going to wind this one up here. And you know, maybe we can wind it just the two. What if we went around here and then went over to here and then wound it around here? Because I find those wires are flipping a little bit, the ones that are woven together. So maybe the weaving wasn't the best idea on the planet because it's weaving, but maybe if we wind this one around enough, it should be okay. I don't know if that's a good idea. Oof, it's fine. Okay, so now we're gonna clip that, pinch that, and you know, for this at the top, we can, what if we just split it a little bit to see what it does? Okay, so there's that type of thing. I like the way it kind of looks like that, but what we can do is get our round pliers and just do some loop at the top. Okay, and then this one too, we can do a little loop at the top. You bend it to the front or back. Okay, and make sure they're about even. It's pretty good. Bring that one up a little bit. Okay, and then we can trim those ends. Try to get them even. Okay, and then this one, trim it. I'm a little behind with my Inktober because I've been editing videos for the Live Wires for the Win. So tonight I'm going to draw. And if you guys are artists and you like to draw or use ink, there's something called Inktober, and they have themes. You can just go to inktober.com and you can do drawings out of ink based on a theme for the month of October. So this is probably my 4th year doing this one. And I have an art group called Heather Boyd Art for people that are just subscribed to my other art channel. So if you're an artist and you want to, you know, join an art community, we're a pretty awesome group over there. Yeah, just sharing all kinds of work. And my sister's a big part of that group, Kristen, and so she shares her beautiful work there as well. Way behind Inktober. Tell me about it. I think I'm 3 days behind, I think. I know what I'm doing for the, what's the theme? What's the one I'm working on? Is there one about a night sky or something, or moon, or I forget what it is. That's the one I'm working on now. But, oh, it's coming, guys. We're coming along. Now, let's just keep going with the tree, with the branches. I'm going to wind this one around. And 4 or 5 behind. Yeah, that happens. What can we do? Not too much. Okay, so let's just, I'm going to just start trimming these branches here because I have too many wires. And we're going to just keep attaching these. And like I said, you can kind of work your way back and add more branches. You can, I mean, you could just add more wire, start with more wires to begin with if you want more details in the branches. But this one I'm keeping pretty simple. This one too, we can just finish it off. And then this one, I think that's good. Yeah, we're keeping this tree pretty simple, but you can make the trees as elaborate as you like. And clip, and then we're going to push in those ends. So we're going to take that, just to put the ends, and you just take it and like rotate them in, and then that way they won't be like scratchy, especially if you're using it as a pendant. Good. So I think we're good. That looks pretty good. But now we have to do the bats, and then for these up top, you just put some jump rings in them to hang it up. They are kind of wiggling around a little bit. So for that, I think you just have to be a little bit more conscientious in winding some of the thicker wire around the base. In fact, I'm going to pull this one back for a sec. Yeah, because I feel like that was a useless wind. And I think I'm just going to take this and then just weave it through here. And here, get over here to jump over this one, I think. Nope, that one's good. So we're going to bring that one here and then over, kind of wind it through this one again. I think if you wind it enough back and forth, it should be okay. So now that way it's maybe going to be more solid than winding it around the bale. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely more solid. So that's good to know. Wind it around there. And then when you hang it, it's kind of cool with those loops at the top. I like it. There. Okay. And then you put jump rings at the top. So I need a sip of water. I'm going to grab a little sip. Here we go. Sharon, I went to art school. Aw. I'm sure you could do some really cool drawings. Your work is very lovely. I've been doing historical clothing for the last 5 years, sewing since 12. That's cool. Oh, very nice. Feel like I'm ready for a new hobby. Very cool. Excited to learn wire work. So my daughter, Mimi, is a doll photographer. She photographs American Girl dolls, and she knows somebody in Ottawa that makes historical doll clothes. You should follow her work. Her name is Patricia Sears on Instagram, and she makes the most gorgeous historical doll clothing. If I remember, or if Amber nudges me, I will link up her Instagram account because it has a different name for it, and I'm not sure what it's called. So I will try to find that. So now for the bats, let's use 22 because 20 is going to be too small, too thick. So let's cut 4 inches. Should be good because we want to make these really small. Yes, that Sharon painted the background for her photographs for the Live Wires for the Win episode with that blue swirly painting. That was really, really cool. Doll clothing needs to be hand sewn because it's so small. Yeah, I think she does some machine work, but don't quote me on that because I have seen her studio once, but I don't remember what it looked like. So for the bat, what we want to do is, remember how I did the bats before to make them even? I don't know if we could do them with this small one. So if we give that a good little bend, it should give it, this is going to be hard to do them so small. I don't know if we're going to be able to manage it, but we're going to see. So if I bend that here, and then we just want to take this, I'm going to make sure I'm centered. We're going to take this and go down, up, down, up. So what did I do? Down, up, down, up. This is probably going to be too big, but then remember I opened them up like I used to do the butterflies. Okay. Kind of cool. And then we're going to push that, bring that down here. Maybe over a little more, down, and then up. And we're going to do the same thing here. I think we should put a little bead for the head and down here. This needs to be more centered. So we're going to go like that. Okay. So that one goes here and around here. So if that's, we can at least make one of them this size here. And then say we just twisted that one around and then trimmed it. Okay. And push that one down. Here. Let's get that right down there. And let's see if we put a bead for the head, how it's going to look. Ooh, it's already been an hour, so we will only be doing one thing today, guys, because we're already at the hour point. So now, oh, that's a little big, no? I find that a little bit big. I don't know if I have a smaller bead, because I do have all these beads from Allison. So Allison, do you have a very small bead for me, please? No. Let's see what we got. Maybe just a seed bead. Dum-ba-dum. Looks like it's the same color. These ones are the same color as the stones, but that would be okay. Oh, look at all these little beads. Oh, these are so small. Yeah, okay. There's a bunch of small ones. So let's see what we got. Okay, and these are black too. So if they fit, hi Heba. There we go. Now let me put this one on here. We're gonna put that little tiny, that maybe is better. It's just like a little tiny bead for the head. Just gonna push this one in a little bit. There, and there, perfect. Yeah, that butterfly method works good. This might be a little bit on the big side. Okay, this one, okay, that's the center point. I don't know how even these are, but that's okay. I'm gonna just push these together a little bit more. Okay, and we can get that to, I should have maybe put the bead, I don't know if I wanted to put, I could have put the bead like on top there. I'm slightly undecided, but I think for the sake of just getting it done, I'll just do it like that, and then that can hang here. But really, we don't want it to hang too low, so I think I'll just do a loop at the top. So what I'm gonna do is clip this to about 1/4 inch, I would say, not too big. Okay, and the bead, thank you. Singer sewing machine. Oh, my mom had a Singer. I don't know what mine is now, maybe a Kenmore, because I do sew occasionally. Not as much as I used to, but occasionally. I mean, I learned to sew when I was, I think, 8 or 9. My mom taught me. And then, of course, we had home ec in school. High school and public school, I think. And I took some clothing design classes when I was at university. So I've done my fair share of sewing. So that's cute, guys. Oh, that's adorable. The little bat. But now I'm thinking we're gonna have to make it smaller though for that one, or we're gonna run out of space. 5 sewing machines and a serger. That's cool. I had a serger. So tiny, yeah, isn't it tiny? I don't know how we're gonna do the other one because we want to make it really stylized. So let's see if we can make a stylized bat. The other thing that I'm thinking that we could do is put the head first. I wonder if that would work. Let's try that. If we put the head first. Okay, this would be another method to make a bat. If we put the head first and moved, I don't know if we could get these up a little bit, push these up a little bit. Okay, because usually the head of the bat is like right in the middle there, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do this in a way that that bead doesn't work, because you really have to have a super sharp angle for that bead to stay in place. Otherwise it'll like push around the corner, unless we like brought these straight up, okay, and then gave it a pinch, a little pinch, just to really secure it between those wires. Okay, so then we can open it up a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then to get that, if we want a very stylized bat, let's get the flat pliers. We're just gonna do this down, and then this one down. It is moving around a little bit, but we might be able to, it kind of looks like a spider when you do that. And then we want to bend this one up Really trying to make this small. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the pointy parts of the bat wings because it's so small. I thought these pliers were small, but I tried to do a little bit of a thing there. But let's see what it does. It's not bad. Okay, let's try this. Bend it out a bit and in. Okay, and then just hold this and bring it up. Okay, look how small that is. That's insane. I need teeny tiny pliers. If anybody knows where to get smaller pliers than these, like I thought these were the smallest. Somebody needs to invent teeny tiny pliers. I'm gonna ask the Beetle-on people if they have any teeny tiny microscopic pliers, because I would definitely test run those. Okay, so we're gonna bring this one in here. Okay, and then now we want to bring this to the back. We're going to bring this one up here. And can I attach them under here? Is it worth it? Like, yeah, because I want this to be, whoa, that looks really small now. Oh, I kind of want to bring this one around so I can center it around here. I'm going to bring that one above. No, I don't like that. I'm going to remove that one. Okay. I'm just going to trim that one off. So tiny, I know. Josh just said watchmakers. Oh, brilliant. Okay. Josh, I make it your mission to find me some small pliers, please. That would be amazing. Amazing. And then I'm going to need a microscope to actually, at least a magnifying glass to actually make stuff. Now, these wings got a little bit distorted. I squeezed it a little bit too much. I don't know, I have to take my glasses off. I don't know if I can unwind that a little bit. Let me see. Unwind that a bit. There. So yeah, this one, see, it got, I don't know if I can like get in there and open that up a little bit more. Sometimes you can like get in there with your pliers and just, yeah, see, I was able to open it up a little bit. The wings aren't even. One side is smaller, but now if we want to center that, try to get that behind the bead and then straight up. So at least it'll be somewhat centered. And you know, this is art, it's stylized, so don't worry too much if it's perfect, but I want to give the illusion that this one's further away than that one. Actually, maybe that would be a good one to put up here, maybe. Or maybe we even need a smaller one there. Although what we can do with this is bring that one out of here. Let's move that out of the way so it has a little more width. If we can put that one up here, maybe. It's not bad. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to clip that to about 3/8 of an inch. And then bring that one around. Okay, and up here. We're going to bring that one here and up there and close it up. So there's that bat and that bat. Do I really want to do a third one? Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's get one more piece of wire and try it. And tweezers, maybe tweezers. Look into it. Awesome. That would be great. Yeah, tweezers aren't that skinny. I guess you can get some skinnier tweezers, but I'm not sure. Okay, so we tried the bead inside. Not 100% convinced. So let's just try to do the bat. Okay, up. And then, so we've got the bat wings. So if we just start, I'm not gonna put the bead on yet. So we're just gonna start like that, okay, to do the beginning of the bat wings. And then this one, see, it's sunny out now, so it's a little shadowy. So we're going to bring that one. Could almost even just go straight across, but let's try to bring that one up and down. Okay. And the same thing here. I'm going to bring that one up, up, and down. Okay. So maybe looks more like a bird, but you know it's supposed to be a bat. So what if we take this one, and I'm just going to bring it straight up here. Okay. I just brought it up behind there. And then this one, again, we're going to bring that one straight up. So we have sort of wings there. Or maybe we can just clip it. Because once you start winding it around, it doesn't work so well. So let's put a bead on there to represent the head, the thing. It's so cute. Thank you. Teeny, teeny, teeny little bat. So now what I'm going to do is, I think because I don't want any wound around ends, I'm just going to, can I just clip that one? I don't like just clipping things because it leaves a raw end. I'm just going to try to wind it around here. Maybe even underneath. Yeah, maybe just underneath. And that way it won't disturb the, kind of like a bow. So I just wound it underneath so it won't disturb the line above the bat, but it still will be secure and won't come undone. Okay, so that's, can you guys see that? I'm gonna take my glasses on, put my glasses on. So there's teeny tiny bat. And then we need the bead for the head. Okay, so that's pretty good. And then we're going to stick it on here. So it's not perfect. It kind of sits above a little bit. I don't know if we can push it down a little bit. And then how high up does it? Yeah, we'll just do, oh, it's quite cute actually. I think this might be my favorite. I'm gonna cut that to about 1/4 inch. And there we go. Perfect. Back and around. And I guess we could still do Halloween next week? No. Is there... Halloween will be over next week, won't it? I think Halloween's going to be over next week. If there's any of these Halloween designs you want me to do as a tutorial, maybe let me know, because I think next week Halloween is over. There we go. So there is... Oh, it's really cute, guys. Okay, how can I hold it up so you guys can see it? I'll just bring up the paper. Is the day before, darn it. Okay, so if there's any you guys really want me to do, like of these, if there are any that I didn't do that you really want me to do for a tutorial, speak now or forever hold your peace, because I do have some little zombie type things already. Because I did this one, I did the heart, I did the crown, I've done barbed wire hearts, and this one. So yeah, just let me know. So here is the finished one. Oh, we just have to do jump rings, right? That won't take too long. So let us take our, I guess 16 or 18 gauge wire. 16 is a little, oh, I don't have my 18 handy, I don't think. No, I don't have the 18 handy, but if you want to just do a couple of jump rings. We just cut that flush and then bring it around. Actually, we could just like, if I had my looping pliers, I could get these all the same size, but there we go. So if we just cut a bunch of these, mummy. I think I did like a wound mummy with white wire last year. Let's see, we're gonna just cut these. Okay. And then just make sure they're flush when you make your jump rings. Someone's gonna be sweeping the floor after this. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now, love is, thanks Stacy. So there we go. Let's put attach the jump rings and the other jump ring. And like I said, if you have 18 gauge, might be better, but 16 is all right. There we go. Okay, so that'll go like that. Those will go down there. Got your jump rings, and let's bring it up, and then I'm going to flip the screen and say goodbye, and I will put a better photo in the community section so you guys can see it. Oh, hopefully that's straight. Yay! Thank you guys. That was fun. Thanks, Amber, for suggesting that one. That was a challenge, but it worked out well. So let me flip the screen. There we go. And I have to do a ginormous cleanup now because my table is a mess. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for hopping on the live stream. So what am I going to do next week? I can't do Halloween. It's too early for Christmas. Don't even ask me about that yet. And we'll figure out something. You guys give me suggestions for things you want me to do next week. Be sure to follow, subscribe to the Livewires for the Win YouTube channel. And next Monday, you'll be able to vote for your favorite creation for week 2 of Livewires for the Win. Be sure to hit the notification bell on that channel because if you want to participate next year, you'll definitely have a chance. And thank you, Amber, for always also doing the timestamps for these videos. You guys can hop to the section that you want to learn what to do in the video. And Saturday is another video, so maybe I'll do a Halloween one Saturday, but you guys have to tell me what to do. Maybe the skeleton with the spirally rib cage. I'll have to decide. So have a great rest of the week. Have a wonderful day, wonderful night, and we will see you guys the next time. Bye.